All right, welcome everybody. This is Mike Klingler, and I'm going to be talking about DavorCoin and what's going on, but so much more. This is also a call to action, not just to unite as a team to help DavorCoin get out of this mess, but more than that, to help you with your marketing big time. What this video means to you, what I'm going to be talking about today is going to quickly help you grow your subscribers on your YouTube account, on your YouTube channel. And if you don't have one, you'll want to get one real quick and follow along with what I'm sharing with you. It's going to talk about generating leads for your crypto commissions business. And if you haven't been thinking about what you're doing to generate commissions in cryptocurrency, if you haven't been thinking about that as a business, it's time to start. But how do I generate so many leads? Boom, 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 leads just coming in my email box and automated emails going out, referring them to whatever I want them to learn about, and then automatically educating them for me and plugging them in. How do I get thousands of people to register into programs and platforms that I direct them to and then purchase? How can you use the same system? That's what I'm talking about. At the same time, more ways to get commissions outside of lending platforms. I'm done with lending platforms, but I'm going to show you what I've been able to do with the lending platform market. It's massive. People call me a whale. How can you do that? You can use my system, even though I'm not going to be doing lending platforms anymore. You can use my, well, I'll be doing them personally, but I won't be promoting them. You can still use my system to do what I've done. If it's legal in your region of the world, if regulators don't have an issue with you, or if you've made that decision that you still want to promote and build and get giant commissions with lending platforms, you'll be able to use my system to do that. And at all the same time, automate the process for whale results. What's a whale? Well, people refer to as whales if they have huge amounts of cryptocurrency, if they're able to make huge purchases in lending platforms like DavorCoin or monetized coin that just came out, or Thorn coin that just came out, all of Falcon coin, like the list goes on, right? They're coming out like crazy. A whale is somebody that's able to really have an impact on the price of the coin and do extraordinarily well, and also refer a lot of people. I'm going to be showing you how I and how you can automate the process for that. Again, I'm not promoting lending platforms anymore. You can use my system to generate leads to promote whatever you choose to, separate from my system. I'm going to show you the results that I've gotten. I'm going to talk a little bit more about why I'm getting out. I'm going to talk about DavorCoin. It's all connected. Send a message to DavorCoin and unite for future advantages. DavorCoin has made a huge error in its relationship with its leaders. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, and it's had a dramatic impact on the price of the coin plummeting. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how we can unite easily. Like, you don't have to do anything that hard. Take some simple steps with me here, and I'm going to give you everything I know. I'm going to give you my system if you take these steps. My system for generating leads, for growing your subscriber base. And by the way, my YouTube subscriber base is only, it's not even at 3,000 yet. I've been able to have extraordinary results, be like in the top, 0.1% in terms of these lending platforms, in terms of the impact that I have and the amount of coin that I have and the amount of commissions that I earn. I've been able to do that without a lot of subscribers, but it's easy for me to get a lot of subscribers, and you'll see my subscriber count grow. The point is, though, I attract people who duplicate, who get results. That's the difference. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They do these YouTube accounts and they get all these subscribers, a bunch of people that don't do anything. I'm going to be showing you how to attract people that know how to attract abundance and wealth and success. You'll be able to plug into the same system, but all at the same time, I'm going to be showing you how to send a message to DavorCoin with me, united, to try to help turn their coin around. I don't know if we can do it. They're in big trouble, but it's because of the way they've treated their leadership. I'm going to show you what I mean and what we can do about it all at the same time. And then how you can use it. Ultimately, what I'm talking about is using the same system that I use to become a whale yourself. If you want to make a lot of cryptocurrency, if you want to generate massive commissions in whatever you choose to promote, then you need to think in terms of like marketing and business and automation. And you need to listen to people who know what they're doing and stop projecting your ideas. If you're not getting massive results, just listen to people who are. As you can see here, active investments, I had $188,551 in DavorCoin. This was 1 week after I started. I put in $161,000 of my own funds. Looks like I'm going to lose it. They shut me out of my account. They didn't want to let me get money back. They made a post on Twitter today saying they had malicious attacks. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's why I'm shut out. But they still should communicate with me. I had Monetize Coin reach out to me on Skype today, Monetize Coin, and say hello, say, hey, we acknowledge that you're a leader And by the way, here's some issues that we had, and here's what we're doing to correct it. DavorCoin didn't do that. I gave them ample opportunity, and I'm going to show you to explain to me why I can't access my account, and that has blocked me out. In fact, it looks like they responded to me by locking me out when I said, hey, look, I can't sell Dav, what's going on? And it looks like it has locked me out. When you treat your leadership bad, you create a lacking of confidence. And I think that's what's happened. There's other factors too, and we'll talk about that with what's driven the price of DavorCoin down, but you have to treat your team well. We'll talk about that. But my point is, I get results, and I get results because I know marketing, and I'm willing to hand my marketing system to you to be able to get the same kind of results. You can see down here, this was after my first week, 3,110 people in the organization, and they're doers. They're people who take action. They're people who are informed. They're people who take responsibility and don't blame other people for their decisions. The system that I'm going to plug you into that you can use to promote whatever you choose to, because it will be you promoting, but just using my system to promote whatever you want to create cryptocurrency commissions and whatever you choose to promote. That system attracts the right kind of people with the right kind of mindset. It automatically informs and attracts the right kind of people. I'm going to give you that system if you take some simple steps that I'm going to give you today. And that you won't have to pay anything to use the system and see the leads coming in and see the results from it. Long term, I might ask you to. Short term, you can get the results first before you do. Okay, so let me just kind of show you a few more results. This was a screenshot that I took before I got locked out of my DavorCoin account 2 days ago. And you'll see I had 885 DAV in there. And that was after they did allow me to sell like 100, and then they wouldn't let me sell anymore. Now, you might think, well, if they let you sell 100 DAV, Mike, that's enough. Like, why are you being greedy? You got to understand, I put in 161,000 on a Lind 3 weeks ago. Then I took everything that I made from that in terms of from commissions and from that, and I bought another Lind. And then I put a couple days ago, before they locked me out, I put another Bitcoin in. So I was somewhere right under 200,000 in. Most of it my own money in 3 weeks. Then I sent them, you saw this screenshot on the last page where it showed 3,110 people. That was just my first week. I've sent over 5,000 people in 3 weeks in total. Those 5,000 people have generated over 3 million in volume for DavorCoin in 3 weeks. So when I put that kind of effort into it, and when I put that much of my own money into it, I expect to be able to take out an adequate amount on my return, and 100 DAV isn't adequate. Now they may be trying to contain the bleeding and say, hey, you can't sell more than 100 DAV every couple of days because it's going to drop the price too much. All they have to do is let me know that. And they did say we don't want people manipulating the price. I'm going to show you the correspondence with them. I get all that, but there needs to be more communication. They certainly shouldn't lock me out. And you'll notice in my correspondence, I wasn't being hostile towards them. I was very, very kind, very, very patient. And like Monetize Coin, another platform, reached out to me today, let me know about a problem with their platform. That's how you're supposed to handle it. But anyway, I just want to show you, this is more than just about sharing with you the challenges DavorCoin is having, although I want to discuss that, and the issue I've had with them that is very alarming in terms of how they treat their leadership and how that's going to affect the confidence of the entire organization. So it's more than just about that. It's also about showing you that, hey, I know how to market, my systems work, and if you want a free system of exactly my system for generating leads to promote whatever you want to generate massive cryptocurrency commissions, I'm going to give that to you if you just take a few simple steps today to unite with me on a single message with DavorCoin. And those of you who don't want to participate, you don't have to leave a message. I mean, go ahead, but I'll just delete it if it's annoying. It's so funny how many negative-minded people there are who have so much free time in their hands to hang out around things that they say that they don't like go do your own thing. So if somebody leaves a negative comment, I might leave a few here or there, but we can just delete those, right? Like, no reason to be here if you're not interested in what I'm talking about. Those of you who are, you can see that 885 DAV here, the number of people I was able to get, my systems work, and I'm willing to give you my system to have incredible results. So follow along if you want to have incredible results with generating crypto commissions, so you can really do extraordinarily well this year and have some spending money for ICOs and altcoins and other opportunities. All right, so let's go back to why DavorCoin may be having the problem they're having. There's been this theory that Hedge Connect, this company called Hedge Connect, wanted to purchase millions of DavorCoin. And people have been theorizing, well, maybe they teamed up with Davor to purposely drive the price down of their coin so they could buy a bunch of the coin. Maybe they did some kind of partnership deal with DavorCoin and drive the price down purposefully. I can tell you that's definitely not the case if you've heard that, because if that were the case, then Davor would have wanted people like me selling our coin, because that would have drove the price down. Like I didn't want to sell it all. I was putting a lot of it back in, but I just wanted some to start recoup some of the almost $200,000 I put in there 3 weeks ago. I had a plan to, get that back after a couple of months, right? And I wasn't taking it all out. I was staking some, like I was putting a lot of it back into the system. And but they didn't want me to sell hardly any of it. They would lock it out, and not let me do that, and they wouldn't let me send my DavorCoin out onto an external exchange. So if they wanted to purposely drive the price down, like some people have theorized, so that Hedge Connect could come in and buy it really low and maybe give DavorCoin a kickback when the price went back up and they sold it, if that was their goal, they would have wanted me to sell it, because that would have helped them drive it down. So we know that's not true. Then there's a theory that DavorCoin that Davor themselves are selling off and taking the money and ready to head for the hills, their exit plan. I hope that's not true. I don't think it's true. I think they're just really extraordinarily talented at building a platform, and it grew. And then, there's been some other issues and challenges, and they didn't know how to handle it, and they treated their leadership really bad, not just me. And then we lost confidence, and then that bad confidence trickled down, and people stopped buying big lends, and it just, doing more lending, and it just drove it down. That's what I think happened. But a lot of people theorize that Davor is purposefully selling off, taking the money, and about ready to head for the hills. I certainly hope that's not correct. I don't believe that that's what happened. Maybe it's gotten so bad that's where it's at. I don't know, but let's hope not. Number 3, the theory is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency hasn't grown much recently, and so they had to drop their daily return interest that they were paying, and that caused people to freak out and start selling. Possibly a contributing factor. Number 4 theory, BitConnect closing recently created fear and panic, and DavorCoin actually made a post on their Twitter stating that today, and that creating a sell-off caused a lot of problems. Probably a factor. Number 5, I think a lot of people don't understand the power of this, but restricting selling on bigger orders. So in other words, restricting people like me, and I heard it from others, of being able to sell their DAV without communicating to us and saying, hey, work with us here. We don't want the price to drop too much. Like, let's create a win-win. Let's work together. But just not to communicate at all, and then to have us go and try to sell our DAV and have a big error message come up. And like I said, after I drop in $161,000 cash, which is everything I have, by the way. A lot of people think, well, that was stupid, Mike. Well, maybe you think so. I have that right to do that. I'm not going to blame the person who referred me to DavorCoin, even if it is a scam. I'm not blaming anybody. These are risks that I choose to take. But nonetheless, I've got a family. I've got health issues. I'm taking big risks for my personal reasons, ready to take the consequences. And if they run off with the money, or I never see this money again, I understand that's my fault. I'm not blaming or complaining on anything other than just taking responsibility for that aspect of it. But the reality is, when I put in 161,000 into something, it's because I believe in the team. And then, after just 2 weeks into that, if I'm not able to take out, I wasn't trying to take it all out, what was ending up in my lending wallet, just a little. And when I can't take out even hardly any, over 100 DAV, which isn't much when you put that much in every couple of days, that's concerning. Now, I still would have been open to hearing from them saying, hey, when I wrote them in saying that, if they would have just told me, look, we need your help. We need to slow down on the spending. I know it sucks, but let's work together. I would have been open to that, but that's not what we got. I did get some correspondence that put me at ease initially, but then when the situation got worse, and when they said that because they had told me I was able to send DAV to an external exchange when I couldn't even do that, and I wrote them in, they didn't even write me anymore. They just closed me out of my account. That's not cool. So when they started treating people like that, myself included, what ends up happening is a lot of the leadership just stay quiet because they're scared. And they're afraid if they say something, then they're never going to see their money again, because DAV's going to be pissed at them. DavorCoin's going to be pissed at them. So most of them just stay quiet. But do you think they're going to promote anymore? Of course not. Do you think they're going to put in big lens anymore? Of course not. Are they going to lose confidence? Of course. And as more and more of the leadership and influencers lose confidence, when people come to them and say, hey, I was thinking about putting 30,000 in DavorCoin. What do you think? How's it going? Do you think they're going to say, oh, yeah, go do it? No, of course not. So I think that's a lot of what's contributed to this, is the lack of leadership and communication with the team in a constructive way to create a win-win has created a lacking of confidence. In my case, for example, hundreds of people have come to me in the last week saying, should I buy more? And I'm like, I would hold off. Now, if DavorCoin had worked with me, then I might have been able to explain to people, well, here's what's going on and here's what we're doing. So, here's you decide, but here, of course, it's your choice, but here's here's what I'm doing. And I would have felt so much more confident about it all. It can't just be me that's been feeling this way. And I've seen other videos of leaders talking about the concerns this way. So I think it contributed a lot. And it contributed to nobody doing big lens anymore. And it just contributed to the dump of the price. Poor communication with the leadership. It's so important. So here's some of the correspondence I had. I had written into them about a week and a half ago or so saying, hey, I'm 2.5 weeks in. I've had 1 million in volume. At that time, I think it was like a weekend actually. I was a week into it, and I had about 1 million volume that my group had done. So I thought that I was able to get the extra percentage you get paid. They call it a platinum promoter or platinum member. But they wrote me back and said, you need to have 1 million on your front level. Now I have that now and have well over 3 million volume total. But at the time when I corresponded with them, I didn't have the 1 million on my front level yet, just in the whole group. So they were responding back to that. And they were also responding back, as I had said in the previous email to them that they're responding to here. I had said, hey, I'm not able to sell my DAV. What's going on? So here's what they said. Thank you very much for your job as a promoter. You're doing very good. You will join for sure very soon our best promoters worldwide. We have invited our best promoters to Paris. I hope you join us on the next trip. I've had a look at your account. You already made 21 sell orders today. I want to talk about that in a minute. We have a system that monitors against price manipulation for buying and selling orders. And I wasn't doing any price manipulation. I had put 161 grand in, and I had a plan to take out a certain amount of DAV per day, about half, and put the other into staking and other into lending. And I wasn't able to take that out. So this 21 sell orders that he's referring to, those were orders that didn't go through, where I'm getting the error message because I couldn't do it. So it's not like I put in 21 sell orders that went through. I put in 21 sell orders because every time I tried to put one through, it wasn't letting me sell. And I had a plan to sell half of the money that was ending in my lending wallet so I could, in a few months, get back the 161 grand from my original lend, which I should have had every right to do. So anyway, he was saying that they set a limit on the number of sell orders. What really obviously happened was I sold too much more DAV than they wanted me to, and so they stopped it. And I was actually okay with the answer because he said, you'll be able to do other orders soon for sure. And in a couple of days I was, and I thought, okay, not ideal, but they're needing to manage this thing. I'll stop promoting this and see how this goes for a couple of days. But I didn't write back, I didn't complain, and I thought I would wait. But then on Saturday, January 27th, which is a couple days ago, I'm recording this on Tuesday, January 30th, so this is 3 days ago, I wrote, it appears we can't sell more than 150 DAV on the internal exchange within a long period of time, meaning like it wasn't just, I couldn't even sell 150 a day. It was like once I sold about 150 DAV, I had to wait many days before I could sell even one DAV again. And so it was getting worse. I meant to write, if anyone tries to do that, it won't allow anymore. So it had gotten worse. It got even harder to sell DAV. And again, you might think, oh, that 150 DAV so much. And over a 3 or 4 day period, Mike, when it was at 70 a DAV, that was like 7,000, almost 10 grand. You have to understand, I put in 161 grand, then I put in another big $27,000 order from the money I'd made back. And then I put another Bitcoin in just like a day before this. So I just dropped another 11 grand in because Bitcoin was about 11 grand. So I had a plan to take out at least 30% a day to try to get some of that back. So I was just writing in. I wasn't complaining, but it was just, I was noticing it was getting worse. Now, in the last email, he had told me that, or they had told me that I could send DAV to an external exchange. And I felt at peace and calm about that. Like at least I could send it out and sell it on the external exchange. But what I was pointing out here is I couldn't even do that anymore. I tried to send the DAV to an external exchange, a coin exchange that they have, and it wouldn't let me. So I couldn't sell the DAV. And I couldn't, once I had sold 150, so once I sold about 150 of them, which wasn't enough, to even come close to start to recoup what I had back, and I should have every right to be able to do, I also couldn't send the DAV out. Again, if I had gotten some positive communication back, I would have worked with them, but I got nothing. I go, I assume you guys, look how reasonable I'm being. I assume you guys feel you have no choice, but I don't see how it's going to recover because only the really small lenders are feeling safe about lending. So a lot of the smaller lenders, they weren't noticing. But I was recognizing and trying to tell them, you should, communicate with the bigger lenders, or you're not going to see any more big lends. And if you don't communicate with people like me, and there must have been so many others too seeing this, then you're not going to see any more people putting bigger lens into it. And that means the price is going to plummet. I go, I hope you guys can make it through. I'm sure you're trying. Didn't hear from them. Then, that's the same email. Then this is what I got. Then I couldn't even log in. And to this day, here on Tuesday, with no communication, when I try to log in, it says unable to log in. This account is temporarily locked. So I can't even now, buy at the lower levels to try to recoup some of my massive loss. Like, at least if I could log in, I could move the accumulation of what's coming in the lending wallet over to DAV right at the lower price. So if it does rebound, at least I can recoup some of what I'm losing from the big drop. But now they just completely lock me out. So am I mad? Am I angry? No, I don't believe in that emotion in business. I simply let them know I can't log into DavorCoin. It says my account is temporarily locked. No response. This is on Monday, yesterday, in the morning. Then today, I wait a day. Can we at least allow me access to my site? Now remember, I'm not just any member, so it's not like and I'm sending to the Platinum affiliate address. Platinum is for people who've done $1 million on their front level, which I now have done. Now I'm supposed to get paid a higher percentage, but I'm not seeing any of that. That's fine. But I'm writing a special group that they put for their leadership, and I'm not hearing back on any of this. Can we at least allow me access to my site again so I can purchase DAV with my lending wallet? I'd really like to have some positive message for my group, but when I'm completely locked out with no communication, it does give me a lot of chance here to assist Davor. So they just put me in a position where I can't assist them at all. And if they're doing this to me, it's happening to other leadership. There's just no way they can rebound under these circumstances. They have to communicate with their leadership when they do these kinds of things. And someone might say, well, they're too busy. Monetize Coin is going through an ICO right now. They took the time to reach out to me on Skype when they had to search for me because they know that I'm a contributor to them, and they took the time to explain stuff to me. So it wouldn't have taken much for them to send me a couple sentences saying, hey, we'll let you back in. Please be patient. Please don't sell your DAV right now. Help us through this difficult time. Nothing. There's no way that they can rebound from this. So what I'm offering you guys to unite and take some simple steps for me to send a message to DavorCoin, I'm going to give you my system for 30 days for free to generate massive leads and to learn how I do what I do to build teams and get massive commissions. If you imagine how different your life would be if you knew how to automate lead generation and you didn't have to set up the videos or anything or the websites or the auto emails and all the stuff that educates people on the opportunities in cryptocurrency. Imagine how different your life would be. I'm going to give that to you for 30 days. And then I've never charged for this system before. It's something I gave my team. I don't know what I'll charge for it if you want to keep it. Maybe I'll let you keep it a lot longer. Like, I'm not even thinking about that yet. I just wanted to give you something, and it costs us a lot to set up these systems. We set them all up individually. It's not like a regular automated system. Like, my VAs have to set it up and update it when I update mine. But here's what I can tell you. In 30 days, if you're not like totally blown away by it, then you can not do anything more with it. But I know that if you just use the system that I use and generate leads and get cryptocurrency commissions, you're going to want to be involved with it, whatever I decide to do from there. I'm quite certain. But if not, you could just walk away, take all the leads you got and all the commissions you got, etc. But here's what I'd like you to do. Actually, let me talk a little bit more about the system, then I'll tell you what I'd like you to do to get all this from me. So here's what you're going to get if you do these simple steps I'm about to give you. I'm going to give you the same lead capture page I use, which is where you generate leads. I'm going to give you training on how to promote it for free on YouTube, and I'm going to give you videos, the same videos I upload. And by the way, the video you're listening to right now, I uploaded an earlier version of this early this morning, and the audio, that there was a glitch and the audio is bad. You can go to, listen to that. It's bad quality. And I still put it up because I needed to get it out. I got over 20 leads already just from that video, and people don't understand how it works. They don't understand marketing. Like, all you got to do is just see that you can see that I'm getting results. And if you get close in here, you're going to start to figure stuff out on how to become a whale. I'm going to give you the YouTube videos, and you don't have to understand why they work. You don't understand how they work at first. They just work. And you'll slowly learn marketing that way. But you don't even need to create the videos yourself. I'm going to give you the videos to load to your YouTube account. I'm going to show you how I promote on Facebook to get tons of leads, how I do all of this. I'm going to give you the follow-up email sequence. You don't have to do anything with it. It just automatically works. You promote the page like I show you with uploading my videos to your YouTube account. It's going to grow your subscriber list on YouTube. It's going to grow your leads. They're going to get auto emails. It's going to pre-educate them, pre-sell them on the cryptocurrency market. You're going to get the email addresses of the subscribers, so you can promote more stuff to them in the future, whatever you want. You promote what you choose. I don't get anything from it. You don't have to be signed up underneath me. You'll notice I'm not giving my link to anything. I'm just giving it to you. I show you what I'm promoting for mega profits. I'm moving away from lending platforms. The more I learn about regulators' concerns with all this, I don't have anything to do with that. If you decide to promote lending platforms, which you absolutely can, I'll share with you what I did, how I did it so extraordinarily well, and got huge commissions and everything. If you want to move forward with lending platforms, you can use the system for that. I won't be a promoter of that, so I won't be in any liability. It's up to you to look into your local and regional laws if you want to use the system and the leads and promote something like that. But you can, that's your choice. If you choose to, or you can promote what I'll be promoting, which regulators won't have an issue with, ways to generate massive cryptocurrency commissions in ways that don't concern regulators. And I'll be giving you training on how to build an army and a team to generate massive commissions, not just now, but forever. How to become a whale. Here's a snapshot of one of the lead capture pages that you're going to get, generating leads. Again, you don't have to understand how it works, but it doesn't take much to put 2 and 2 together to realize it does work, and you can tap into it. What I like to teach people to do is to move into the investor quadrant. Robert Kiyosaki taught about what he called the cash flow quadrant. Most people are in the E, the employee. Some people move into the S and they're self-employed, but they still own a job, can't create wealth from there. And then on the right side is where you want to be. And I was in the B most of my life. That's when you're a business owner, he called it, he framed it. And that's a business system where people, and then since the internet, he wrote this a long time ago, since the internet and systems work for you, so you can walk away and still generate the income. When I give you that system, you'll be in the B. It's generating leads, it's educating about commissions, and it's very easy, very hands-off. There's a lot of freedom on your end to generate massive income, and a lot of wealth can be created from the B, and I'm handing you something where you can see and experience that with this system. And then ultimately, when you're generating those cryptocurrency commissions, you can start investing in ICOs. And I'm going to show you all the things that I'm doing. And you can do it in a way where regulators don't have an issue with it, even if you're in the United States and Canada. And I'm going to be showing you all that. And I'm not teaching it because I'm not licensed. I'm going to refer you to the resources that can legally teach you and show you all that stuff and give you the tools to do all of that stuff in a very, very simple way, so you can move into the I quadrant, which is the investor quadrant, where money works for you. That's your opportunity here. It's big. But here's what I ask from you. If you want the system that's going to generate leads, see how it all works from the inside, experience what it's like to be a whale, where leads are coming in, people be able to buy what you want to sell in an automated way in huge numbers and earn incredible commissions with whatever you decide to promote. If you want all of that, grow your YouTube subscriber account, grow your leads list, grow your cryptocurrency income. If you want to tap into how I do that, and have helped hundreds and hundreds of people do that, I want you to email Davor. And I want us to send a message. And you can send it from an email that's not associated with your account, so that they can't punish you in some way for being a part of this team uniting message. So set up a free Gmail account, set up a free Yahoo account, or if you already have 2 different email accounts, send it from the email account that's not associated with your Davor account. And let them know what I'm writing here. Say, please allow Mike Klingler access to his DavorCoin dashboard again, so we can continue to support DavorCoin going forward. If you must restrict the selling of DAV during this difficult time, please communicate that to the leaders who have been restricted so we can all work together to keep DavorCoin growing strong. If they get hundreds of these messages, there's a good chance they're going to start paying attention, and this can be the beginning of us uniting together, not just with DavorCoin, but when you guys are in trouble with other lending platforms or we want to use a little leverage, this could be the beginning of us uniting together to be able to do that. Regardless if you care about that or not. And I also want to say this can give DavorCoin hope in increasing, because they can start paying attention to what matters most, which is the team, the people that are investing into them, the people that are building them. So we might see better communication if they get a couple hundred of these. So and if you don't care about that, this is what I need you to do. And I need you to save that, you'll have the email in your sent box, and later our team will ask you for a screenshot of it or for you to forward that to you. I'll give you those instructions later for us to build you the system, to give you the same system I use to generate leads. So even if you're just doing this for selfish reasons to get the system and learn what it's like to become a whale, generating leads, growing your subscriber count, seeing how it all works, how to make lots of crypto commissions. If that's the only reason why you're doing it, you still need to do it. Email this address with a message like this and save that so you can show us you did that. For the free system for 30 days to generate leads and cryptocurrency commissions on autopilot, I want you to look below the video, and you want to opt in to the lead capture page there. So that's the second thing you need to do. And that's so you can see the system and be plugged into my emails so you can get my email announcements and take the next step. So here's all the steps you need to take. I gave you 2 of them, which are repeated here. I'm going to go over them all here. You just subscribe to this YouTube channel you're at now. And we'll know that you did because when we ask you to send you proof of all this before our team builds you all this and gives you all this, we're going to give you steps really simple to show us that you did this. So do that first, subscribe to this YouTube channel you're at now. Then, and when I say subscribe, I want you to subscribe. And then after you subscribe, I want you to click on the little bell so you get our announcements so we're united together. So when I push out more videos, you're going to see those. So you can move forward with us as a whale. You can know what I'm doing, and you can get my videos to upload to your account, which you're going to need to do to get free leads. I want you to upload this video you're listening to now to your YouTube channel. We'll be able to check that you did that. If you don't know how to download this video and upload it to your channel, we'll be able to help you with that in our Facebook group, or you can go to YouTube and just search, how do I download a YouTube video? You can do how-to searches and find this stuff out, or we can help you in our Facebook group. Number 3, email DavorCoin at the address I gave you with the email message I gave you, and save that email in your sent box. Don't lose it. We need to see that you did that. Save that email to redeem your free system. Number 5, opt into the lead capture page. I said that a minute ago. Opt in the lead capture page, which is the system that you see at the link below this video. And then join my Facebook group, which you'll also see the link to joining the Facebook group as for your next step. And you'll see the link below this video to do that as well. And then that's where we can help you get your system set up and help you continue forward in generating leads. You're going to learn so much. I mean, it's insane. Like, this is worth tens of thousands of dollars at least. To you. There's no question about it. Here's some titles when you upload your video. You can refer to this screen for titles, and you want to kind of choose different ones so that not everyone's title is exactly the same that's doing this. Here's some tags when you're uploading your video. If you don't know how to upload a YouTube video, do a search. How do I upload a YouTube video to my channel? If you don't have a YouTube channel yet, you need to get one. Go to YouTube right now and search in, how do I create a YouTube account? And when you're uploading your video, these are the tags. You're asked to enter tags. That's what allows, when people are doing searches and stuff, your video to come up so you can get free leads. These are the tags that you'll want to use. And you can go back through this when you're setting all this up. It won't take you that long. This will all help you become a great marketer anyway, which you need to do if you want to make any serious cryptocurrency. Okay, so let me recap. To get 30 days free of the lead generation system and cryptocurrency commissions boost, which you could just walk away with everything that you gained from all of that and everything you learned from all of that, and you'll be able to stay in our group and keep learning without having to pay anything. And number 1, subscribe to this YouTube channel you're at now. I'm just repeating here, and subscribing means you click on subscribe on the channel you're on now, and then you'll see a little bell come up, and you click that bell. Upload this video to your YouTube channel. Number 3, email DavorCoin at this address with the message that I put in the previous slide. Number 4, save that email so you can redeem your free system. We'll ask for that later. Number 5, Opt into the lead capture page system at the link below this video so you can see what the system is and be in touch with me by email, because you're going to need all that to move forward in building leads and cryptocurrency commissions. And number 6, join my Facebook group also at the link below this video for your next step. Okay? So that's it, man. I mean, I do not complain when I get knocked down. I am not complaining that all of my money, literally all of my money, is tied up in DavorCoin. People will say, you're stupid. Look, that's my prerogative to do. I took a big risk. I have a major health challenge. I took big risks. But what I'm learning about regulatory compliance and stuff lately, I'm not going to promote lending platforms myself anymore. I'm too good of a marketer. I'm too high profile. I have to play by the rules. Some of you smaller fish might make different decisions. That's your choice to make. As a communicator of all this, I need to say I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not licensed to sell securities. I'm not advising you to do anything, except I can tell you, you can use my system to generate leads in the cryptocurrency market, and you can promote whatever you want to those leads. And I will show you everything that I did to generate massive commissions and growth in cryptocurrency. Moving forward, I'm not doing lending platforms personally, but you can choose to still do that using my system. That's your choice. I'm not making any money off of you choosing to promote that to your leads. My system helps you generate leads to create massive profits in cryptocurrency. What you choose to market to them is up to you. You should check your regional, state, local laws and make your own decisions on what you want to promote. But in addition to all of that, I'm also going to show you what I'm promoting going forward that regulators don't have an issue with, that allows you to generate huge cryptocurrency commissions without issues with regulators. So if you want a free system and you want to plug into all of this and become a whale and get massive leads, increase your subscriber count, you don't have to understand how it works. You'll just see that it does. Follow those steps, join the group, and let us know when you have that done. Make a post in the Facebook group that you have all that done, and we'll get you hooked up. All right? I'll see you soon.